Welcome back to Nation of Glory, the channel where we celebrate the stars who light up the world of entertainment, from the silver screen to the squared circle. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible journey of a woman who's not just a wrestler, but a true warrior of the heart and soul. Her name is Candice LeRae Dawson, and if you think professional wrestling is all about brute strength and scripted drama, wait until you hear her story. It's one of perseverance, love, family, and unbreakable spirit that will have you rooting for her every step of the way. Grab your favorite snack, settle in, because this is going to be an emotional ride through the life of a trailblazer who's captured hearts around the globe. Picture this. It's the late 1980s in Riverside, California, a sunny suburb where dreams are as big as the Hollywood sign just a drive away. A little girl named Candice Dawson is growing up in a house full of boys, 3 brothers, to be exact, one of whom was adopted during her high school years. She's the only girl in a sea of rough and tumble energy, but that doesn't stop her. Instead, it fuels her. Every weekend, the family gathers around the TV, eyes glued to the larger-than-life spectacle of professional wrestling. The thuds of bodies hitting the mat, the cheers of the crowd, the dramatic storylines, it's all magic to young Candice. She watches icons like Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, and the high-flying divas who are starting to break through, and something clicks inside her. I can do that, she thinks. But wrestling. For a girl. In those days, it was still a man's world, but Candice's heart was set. She wasn't just watching, she was imagining herself in that ring, flipping off the ropes, pinning opponents, and feeling the roar of the fans. As she grows up, Candice's life takes on its own rhythm. She's musical, playing the flute and piccolo in her school's marching band, marching in perfect step under the California sun. She dives into sports with her cousins, always the scrappy one holding her own against the boys. School leads to college, where she pursues a degree in culinary arts. Baking becomes her passion. For years, she works as a baker at Universal Studios Hollywood, whipping up treats for park visitors while dreaming of something more adrenaline-fueled. The smell of fresh pastries is comforting, but it's not the thrill she craves. Deep down, that wrestling fire never dies. At 17, in 2002, she takes the plunge. Trained by legends like Bill Anderson, Jesse Hernandez, T.J. Perkins, and later at the WWE Performance Center, Candice steps into the ring for the first time. She's only 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 110 pounds, but her heart. It's giant. She debuts in the Empire Wrestling Federation, a local indie promotion, and from that moment, there's no looking back. The indie circuit is brutal, folks. It's not the glitz of WWE arenas, it's dingy gyms, long road trips in beat-up vans, and crowds that might number in the dozens. Candice wrestles under names like Candice LeRae, facing off against men and women alike in intergender matches that test her limits. She's tough, enduring punishment that would break most people. In promotions like the International Wrestling Council, All Pro Wrestling, Ground Zero Wrestling, and Insanity Pro Wrestling, she hones her craft. By 2004, she's in the Chick Fight tournament, subbing in and facing Princess Sugi in the first round, losing, but learning. She battles Hurricane Havana, Kid Omega, and even the formidable Amazing Kong. In 2006, she steps into Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, or PWG, a hotspot for indie talent. Her debut is in an 8-man tag, but soon she's valeting for Human Tornado, then feuding with him. Imagine the drama, costing him a match in the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles, leading to intense singles bouts where Chris Hero gets involved. Candice doesn't back down. She takes on Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, who she'll later share her life with, Tommaso Ciampa, Roderick Strong, John Morrison, T.J. Perkins, and Chuck Taylor. These aren't easy wins, they're wars that build her reputation as the Iron Woman of the Indies. One of the most emotional chapters in her indie story is her feud with Christina Von Eerie. It starts in 2009 with Candice coming out on top, but it drags into 2010, a back and forth that showcases her resilience. She wins a gauntlet match in 2011, earning a shot at the PWG World Championship contender spot, only to lose it to Joey Ryan. But here's where fate steps in. Candice teams up with Joey Ryan to form the world's cutest tag team, a name that belies their fierce competitiveness. On July 27, 2014, they capture the PWG World Tag Team Championship, defending it against teams like the Inner City Machine Guns and Christopher Daniels with Frankie Kazarian. Candice becomes the only female title holder in PWG history, a milestone that brings tears to fans' eyes. They hold it until May 22, 2015, losing to Monster Mafia in the DDT4 tournament. Her last PWG match in December 2016 against Trent is a bittersweet farewell to the indie scene that shaped her. But Candice's adventures don't stop in the US. She heads to Japan for DDT Pro Wrestling in 2016, debuting on January 3 by teaming with Joey Ryan to beat the Golden Storm Riders. She even wins the Ironman Heavy Metalweight Championship in a quirky dream sequence by pinning Ryan. In Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, she defeats Yuka Sakazaki but loses to Mil Clown. Back stateside, she conquers Combat Zone Wrestling, Family Wrestling Entertainment, where she wins the FWE Women's Championship on October 3, 2014, defending against Veda Scott, and even dips into Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, facing Gail Kim. In Women's Superstars Uncensored, she and Ryan reach the finals of the 2014 Queen and King of the Ring tournament. Dreamwave Wrestling sees her win and lose the Tag Team Championship with Ryan. Shimmer Women Athletes, Full Impact Pro, Shine Wrestling, she's everywhere, proving that size doesn't matter when you've got heart. Through all this, there's a love story brewing that's straight out of a Hollywood romance. Candice meets Johnny Gargano on the indie circuit. Their first matches are against each other, fierce, competitive, but with an undeniable spark. They start dating, and on September 16, 2016, they tie the knot at Disneyland, her favorite place. As a huge Disney fan, it's a fairy tale wedding, complete with magic and Mickey. Johnny, known as Johnny Wrestling, becomes her rock, and together they navigate the ups and downs of the business. Their relationship is featured in documentaries, showing the real side of wrestling couples, the late nights, the injuries, the unwavering support. It's emotional to think about, two dreamers finding each other in the chaos of the ring. By 2017, Candice's talent catches WWE's eye. She enters the inaugural Mae Young Classic, a tournament honoring the legendary Mae Young. She defeats Renee Michelle and Nicole Savoy, but falls to Shayna Baszler in the quarterfinals. It's a taste of the big leagues, and in early 2018, she signs with WWE. Her NXT debut is electric, aiding Johnny against Andrade, Cien, Almas and Zelina Vega, then beating Vega in her first match on April 18. But losses come too, to Bianca Belair, Nikki Cross. She competes in a triple threat for a title shot, won by Kairi Sane. In 2019, she enters the Royal Rumble at number 17, eliminated by Ruby Riott, and the WrestleMania 35 Women's Battle Royal, out by Asuka. Aligning with Io Shirai against Shayna Baszler and her crew leads to a loss at NXT TakeOver, Toronto. She wins a fatal four-way for a shot at Baszler's NXT Women's Championship but comes up short. The emotional depth hits in 2019's War Games. Candice is part of the first women's War Games match at NXT TakeOver, War Games, teaming with Rhea Ripley to victory. Then, Survivor Series 2019, surviving in the 5-on 5-on-5 elimination match. But 2020 brings a heel turn that's shocking yet human. She helps Johnny beat Tommaso Ciampa, forming the way with Gargano, Indy Hartwell, and Austin Theory. It's a villainous faction, but fans see the layers: loyalty to family, the drive to succeed. She wins a battle royal for a title shot, challenges Io Shirai at NXT TakeOver 31 and Halloween Havoc in a brutal tables, ladders, and chairs match, with Indy Hartwell's masked help. Feuds with Shotzi Blackheart involve destroying her toy tank, petty, but it leads to a War Games win on December 6, 2020. She beats Mia Yim in a street fight at the Great American Bash. The Pinnacle. On May 4, 2021, Candice and Indy Hartwell win the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, a moment of pure joy. They defend it until losing to Io Shirai and Zoe Stark at the Great American Bash on July 6, thanks to Tegan Nox. But life throws a curveball. On August 12, 2021, Candice announces her pregnancy. The way dissolves as she goes on maternity leave, and Johnny's contract expires. It's a time of uncertainty, but also excitement. Their son, Quill Gargano, arrives on February 17, 2022, a bundle of joy that changes everything. Motherhood brings new emotions, the fear of balancing career and family, the joy of seeing Quill's first smiles. Candice shares glimpses on social media, showing her vulnerability, her strength as a mom. Her contract expires in May 2022, and fans worry she's done. But no, on September 26, 2022, she returns to Raw as a face, defeating Nikki ASH. The crowd erupts, it's a comeback story for the ages. In 2023, Royal Rumble entry at number 12, eliminated by Io Sky. She reunites with Indy, but 2024 brings twists. Entering the Royal Rumble at number 4, out by Damage Control. Challenging for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship with Indy at Elimination Chamber, Perth, they fall short. Then, a heel turn on March 11, 2024, taunting Maxine Dupree over her brother's death. It's controversial, but it shows Candice's range as a performer. Drafted to SmackDown with Indy, they lose a title match to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill at King and Queen of the Ring 2024. But glory awaits. On October 4, 2024, airing October 9, Candice defeats Iyo Sky to become the inaugural WWE Women's Speed Champion. It's a fast-paced, innovative title, and she holds it for 189 days, 194 by WWE count, defending with grit. She loses it to Sol Ruca on April 16, 2025, taped April 11. At Survivor Series, War Games 2024, she's in the losing War Games team with Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and the Judgment Day against Iyo Sky, Bayley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley. In the 2025 Royal Rumble, entry 23, eliminated by Trish Stratus. And on May 23, 2025, she aligns with Johnny and Tommaso Ciampa on SmackDown, a new chapter. Sadly, Indy Hartwell is released on November 1, 2024, ending their tag run, but Candice presses on. As a Disney fanatic and Anaheim Ducks supporter, her life off the ring is full of joy. She's in video games like WWE 2K19 through 2K25, immortalized. Her story isn't just wins and losses, it's about defying odds. At 40 in 2025, she's still on SmackDown, inspiring women everywhere. From baking cakes to breaking barriers, Candice LeRae Dawson proves that with heart, anything's possible. What makes her story so emotional? It's the sacrifices, the bruises from intergender matches, the time away from Quill, the support from Johnny. Fans connect because she's real. A mom, a wife, a fighter. She's spoken against racism, shared about her brother, shown her human side. In a world of larger-than-life stars, Candice is the underdog we all root for. As we wrap up this heartfelt tale, remember, in entertainment, it's the stories like Candice's that remind us of our own strength. She's not just a champion, she's a symbol of glory. Thank you so much for joining me on Nation of Glory. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Candice LeRae's inspiring journey, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic stories from the world of Hollywood and beyond, and share this with your friends who love a good underdog tale. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams, glory awaits.